Mrs. Sartos, I'd like to ask you some questions about your husband's boat.
Please go.
I'm sorry to bust in this way, Mrs. Sartos. I'm Tom Gorman. A girl named Hilda Thayer hired us, and, well, she seems like a nice girl and all that, but, well, she gave us a phony address. Look, Mrs. Sartos, all I want to know is who is your husband mixed up with? And what am I getting mixed up with?
Why don't you ask me, Tom?
All right, Hilda. I will. What's tonight's story?
You're the trusting type, aren't you?
Don't give me that, Hilda. I went along with the corny bit about Daddy using a fishing boat for research. I accepted the phony address. Now let's play it my way.
All right. I did lie to you. I was afraid. Tom, my father was looking for the wreckage of the San Salvador.
You mean that old Spanish treasure ship?
Yes, the one that was sunk over 300 years ago carrying gold bullion.
That's just a story. A wild guess.
My father found it.
You mean he actually found it?
Just off the Coronados Islands, lying in deep water. On his last trip out, he said that he was going to map its position.
Then the maps must still be on the boat.
In the metal canister I told you about.
And you figured we'd cut ourselves in for a share if we knew the truth.
It wasn't that, Tom. There are a lot of men looking for the San Salvador. My father was being watched constantly. And I think that I'm being watched right now.
Hilda, why didn't you tell us this before?
I was afraid. I was afraid you wouldn't take the job. And when you did, I was afraid something might happen to you.
I'm sorry, Hilda.
I suppose you're not interested in the job anymore.
I'm plenty interested in everything. You get some sleep. We leave at 6 in the morning.
Good night, Tom. Be careful.
You know, it's a funny thing.
What is?
I called her a liar, and all this time it looks like she's been protecting us.
Yeah, well, I could have used a little protection earlier. Oh. Hey, 2 more, Joe.
Make it 3, Joe.
No.
No.
Why not? I mean, after all, I'm big enough to have...
But the law says you're not old enough to.
And what are you doing out of bed anyway?
Well, I just came to find out what time we'd be leaving in the morning.
Leaving in the morning?
Leaving in the morning?
6:30.
6:30? I'll be there. Good night, men.
6:30?
6.
Hey, Mike! Tom! Wait for me!
Tom, do you hear something?
Not a thing. Open her up, Mike. Hey, Mike. There's our shadow again.
Still fishing.
That's it. He's found it. 60, 65 feet. You better get on your mask and your lung. What happened to the varnish job?
I don't know. I haven't seen it since we anchored. I think it pulled up the coast and around the point.
It's funny. I had a feeling they were watching it.
Why are you both going under?
It'll go faster that way.
What's that for?
Protection against sharks below. It's a spear gun. And this will protect you against any sharks that may show up above.
We did. Yeah, but it's pinned under a broken girder.
Can you get it out?
Sure. Hand me that acetylene torch. On the hatch. Thanks.
What are you going to do, cut a girder?
No. I'm going to cut the end off the canister.
They're using a torch to open up the canister below. Get down there fast.
Nice shooting, kid.
Landmine Queen, Coast Guard. This is Tom Gorman. Yeah, Gorman and Gilbert. Say, we've got some rocks for you guys. Not rocks like these you haven't. So come and get us, boys.
Now, do you want to tell us that story again, Mata Hari? That heartbreaking story about your poor little daddy with his heart of gold and a can full of diamonds? Over $100,000 worth of diamonds, Joe. Ought to be quite a substantial reward. Huh, Tom?
Such a nice, quiet girl. How did you find out she was a phony?
We knew she was a smuggler all along.
Hardy har har.
We did. We just wanted to catch the whole bunch at once. And how to celebrate, Joe? A horn of your finest nectar, my good man.
Right.
Make it 2.
Joe, make it 3.
No.
Yes.
Child, you should be in bed.
Bed, bed, bed. That's all I hear. When is a girl old enough so she doesn't have to always go to bed?